Hello. I know this looks kind of strange, but hear me out, guys. So on the TikToks, there's this lady who has taken off because of her love of strange foods, including Branston pickle, which I suspected was just chutney of a British variety, and I was right. It's chutney, but it is kind of a very good sweet. It's sweet but with tang addition to a lot of foods. Like it's quite useful for making your foods taste more yummy. So I can sort of see why she loves it so much. The main way you put it on is you have a piece of bread. She loves butter. She puts butter on there, and then she puts the brandy pea, as she calls it, brandy pea, and then some kind of delicious cheese on top. And so you have a cheese brandy pea sandwich, and it's delicious. It's pickle. It's yeah. I'm gonna also, and so I have a little salad here from the place, from the Jungle Gyms. I think it's still, it's fine. And then I'm going to try my sriracha sauce from Trader Joe's that I got because I want to try it. And then I got this relish a long time. I mean, it's so good. Don't worry. I got this. I think I can do it this way. Is it going to leak? No, hopefully not. I should do it that way anyway because I'm going to get it out. A long time ago when I was dieting, and when you diet, you kind of like these things because they give whatever you're eating that's low cal more flavor, like meat or something. And it's not mustard. It's sweeter than mustard. It's sort of going towards the brandy pea, but brandy pea has more oomph to it, I would say. So I'm just going to try this. I'm not sure how good this will go with the noodles that are a little bland, to be honest. I mean, they're fine. They're yummy. Just a noodle salad with olives and some veggies. So let's see how this goes. I will report back. I'm not going to do it live the way she does because I'm not as cute as she is when she eats her weird foods. I just am an old lady eating weird foods. So I will report back. Okay, so yeah, it is kind of exciting to eat yummy things or find combinations that work and make you excited. I can see why we're all sort of enamored with this lady. Her name is Courtney Cook, and she's a Southern gal, English teacher, or she says she teaches British literature. And the only thing that gives me slight pause is, I'm not exactly pause, but I want to ask her, can you give us like your favorite books or something? I mean, on her TikTok, it's all just food, which is fine and very interesting. But, I'm wondering about her bookish tastes. Maybe I'll ask her. Anyway, back to the food. So the Branston does win out, just barely over the relish. The relish is pretty good too. It's sweeter. And this is good too, but it's just not what I'm in the mood for. This is more like just it's less sweet and has more spice, but not that much. I mean, I'm fine with some spice. I'm not one of these people who cannot have any flavor to my food. But the Branston is quite delicious, and it's sort of like, I'm glad I got onto it from her. And so she probably would, what she's famous for is loving, and I can't believe she eats all this stuff right before teaching. I would just die. But she eats she's famous for these onions. She'll cut up an onion and make little onion cups. And she says they're sweet and not so, they don't have a lot of bite. So I don't know what kind she says Vidalia. And I'm wary of that, although I do kind of like the idea. And one of the famous things she does is she puts a Trader Joe's soup dumpling into a cup, which sounds delicious because it's the crunchiness of the onion with the soup cup. So I'm still I might try that, but it's fine to just pick and choose from what you like. So she may even put this stuff into an onion cup. I wouldn't put it past her, which I'm not going to do. But the brandy pea is sort of, it's like umami, so it sort of has a lot of flavor, but it is sort of sweet, but not in an overpowering, fake, sugary way. It's sort of a sweetness with nuance, I would say. So, I could see it with cheese, with probably some meat too on a sandwich, just because, and she does the same, she does it a lot with potatoes and sweet potatoes, which if she gets me to eat sweet potatoes, which I'm not a big fan of, my husband will probably like her because he loves sweet potatoes, and we don't eat a lot of them because I don't care for them that much, even though I know they're healthy. But that's just my little food update. It's giving me more energy, I can tell. Maybe I don't know, I need to I'm not really sleepy because of the steroid, but I'm still lacking the oomph that would help me get to all the things that are on my to-do list in the break. But it's fine, and I do have ideas for what I'm going to tell you about for the rest of the vlog, so that's good too. Anyway, moving back into, I'll be back with an update of something, probably something to do with organizing my books pretty soon. Bye. Hello everyone. So this is something I wanted to do yesterday, but I never it never sort of came together. And what happened was, and maybe some of you can relate to this, is when you start filming and you don't like what you film and it gets harder and harder to get it right. That's kind of what happened to me yesterday. I mean, a little bit. So I just kind of gave up. That's why it was such a bad vlog, or just a very sort of, just, you know, not very interesting vlog yesterday. So I'm going to go over my setup right now. I'm always rearranging, but I've had it this way for a while now. And all that I have going on here in terms of organization is up until this book right here are books that I've read. So over the course of a couple of years, because I'm slow. So I've read all of these, and then into up to this one is the last one I read. Hi, Lily. Are you coming to help me? You heard me talking, didn't you? She's very interested in what I'm doing. And then what happens here is it gets into my TBR on the bookshelf. Actually, these are maybe going, and see, it's always changing because some, you know, this is sort of TBR. So these are the ones that have managed to be on the, I'm going to read these sometimes. Please don't, imagine there's nothing there. There's no poopy place there. Anyway, and so the only order that these are in, it's very haphazard, but I kind of like it, is how soon I want to read them. So apparently I want to read this one, which I don't really want to talk about this one because I haven't, it's actually from a student of mine, and I want to read it and see, you know, she was very young when she wrote it, but it was a gift, so I want to read it soon. Hopefully still over the break, and then moving on into things like The Kissing or Google is pretty close, and this is all very sort of, this changes whenever I even look at the space. So, you know, do I really want to read this novel by Schnitzler right here? Probably not. It's probably further down the line. And I like just kind of randomly changing things up about the order. And the thing is, this is not the only place I have books that I want to read, and this does happen. They get kind of tight here. But I'm always sort of rearranging about how soon I want to read these things. I should read this one sooner because it's been on there for a long time. And so, and then at the bottom, it's really kind of even more random, but apparently I do want to read these books at some point. This one, for example, was further higher up at some point. This one too, this is actually, wait a minute. I found out about this book because of Benjamin, reading an article about Walter Benjamin's arcade projects, which I've taken out because of Zola. And so this is a surrealist novel about Paris, and I'm thinking, oh, maybe I need to look at this one because of my interest in Zola. It's a strange work that I decided I had to have. So it's going to be moved over into this space, which I'll tell you about another time. This is what happens when I look at my books. So things happen. And I've kind of relegated things that I really wanted to read sooner down here, like the Dante was higher up, and I had it as a part of a project that I never got to. It just didn't happen for time reasons. So, you know, that's fine. The 6 was higher up too. That's fine though. So let me get into the other spaces that I have. Actually, I had 2 spaces, but I consolidated. So this is actually the main other space. Well, sort of this whole thing, sort of, not entirely. So I think I've done a video on, these are books written by my relatives, and they're all kind of reprints. So they're kind of strange shapes and sizes, and the font's not always very good. And then there's one original work here, the Seaweed book by my great great aunt. Anyway, and so, said it again. And then next to that we have my Proust, which I haven't finished. I only got partway through the second one and got bogged down and stopped. And so I have a feeling when I go back, when, I'm going to start with number 2 at the beginning. And so these ones here, up until this one, these are my next, even sooner than those ones. So they're kind of ahead of those ones over there. So, and I'm not sure about, I got this on a whim. Mark Danielewski, author of House of Leaves, which maybe I should have gotten that one. For some reason, the plot of this intrigued me, and it's like a very, very ambitious project. And it's like a crazy book, but it kind of intrigued me. Tell me if any of you have read this. Probably none of my viewers have read this. It's just very sort of all over the place. I think this has got some text, but it has like strange things going on and interesting art, and it's just a sort of pomo type thing. And it would take me forever to read it, but for some reason I thought it could be a project book. Anyway, so that's there. Said it again. This one I was influenced by Orpheus, because he liked it, and of course, it's a historical sort of. It's written in the 20th century about the 19th century, so it's a historical novel looking back on earlier times, and it's a pretty Oxford one, so I had to get that. Actually, The Sand is sort of. I kind of want to read this sooner, but they're all soon. These are all right now, almost like 2026, and so this one I wanted to read this year, but I got sidetracked and read Sylvia Townsend wanted the corner that held them instead. And this is even further, and she's not even a nun, so it's actually quite different. And this is a more modern work that has a sequel already. Tell me if you've read Hilt. This one I was influenced by Leaf, and it's a very strange sounding novel, but it sounds fantastic, about people who have the ability to become glassware or like dinner serviceware, objects of a dinner service, and they spy on the people who are using them. I just thought that as a plot device was amazing, and it made me want to read the book. She's a sort of under the radar literary fiction type writer. This has been on here for a while. I got it in German. Everyone else who likes Fosse has read it. It's the first 2 volumes of, in German, it's the Heptology. I think it has a different number in English. I don't know. But 2023 Nobel Prize Norwegian Fellow. This is the other one by the student. The first one is a duology. And see, this one is one that was sort of facing outwards. I was influenced by a pretty book with a cute little, interesting, and it's sort of a modern fantasy, I guess. But I started reading it, and it looks kind of interesting. I mean, good, like at least sort of page turner. So that's sort of, I put that there as number 1 because I have wanted to read all of these for a while. So they're like my most current want to reads. But there's a couple that there's the 2 that I'm reading. I haven't read much of this, but I am reading it, and I'm working through the Zola. And what else? So there's 2 other things. Well, a couple other things. I thought I might read the Mitford for Christmas, and I was trying to remember where I bought this, and I'm pretty sure I bought it at the National Gallery in London. It was just there, and I thought it looked cute, and I like Mitford, or I like the stories of her whole lives. They're just fascinating people, and so I picked this out to maybe read even now. This is just one. Oh, I think I've already showed you guys this. Oh, I wanted to, and maybe it didn't get in there. The sort of witchy journal thing that I have. I was influenced by this, but I thought it was cute. Anyway, sorry, I said it again. Oh my gosh, I cannot help saying that word. I don't know why. And there's one other book. Let me stop and go get it. This is what it looks like out there today. Brilliant sunshine, and of course it's very white and pretty with all the snow, and it's also very cold. So yeah, I'm surprised I got a package today, but I guess people are out and about anyway. How's it going, Mr. T? Are you good? Am I bothering you? Yes, I am. I know, I'm sorry. Hi, baby. Yeah, are you a good boy? Are you a good boy? He seems okay. He's sad because he can't go outside because it's too cold. Anyway, let's see. The last book. This is interesting because it's like, I don't know who this lady is. She's the queen of suspense, apparently. But what happened was, I was at the bookstore at the mall, Trader Joe's a while ago. And there was like a whole wall of her books. And it's like, who is this person that I know nothing about, except that she's the beloved writer of suspense. And so, leukemia. I thought, and it seems to have like a Christmas thing too. I thought I want to try one of these and see, does it go with what I want to read? I always want to try and read apparently what everyone else likes to read, so that I get away from reading things that no one else wants to read. I'm just trying to be. I just was intrigued, and it was fairly cheap, $1.95, so it's used, I think. And so I'm going to try this, and I'm not committing to finishing it. If I hate it, I'm just going to DNF it, because it's just an experiment. It's funny how this is my experimental fiction, as opposed to things like true experimental fiction, which I'm like committed to reading. I mean, there's a slight chance I'll hate this, but I highly doubt it. And so it's like I'm the opposite of everyone else, Lily. Oh, sorry. Yeah, hi, Lily. Hi, Lily. Yes, she's like, are you sitting in my chair? Are you sitting in my chair? Yeah. And so what I think I'm going to try and do now is calm down enough to read maybe a bit of this one and some Zola. So I'm still sort of affected by the medication, but I think we're getting to a point where I'm a little bit better. There's so many household things I want to do, but I still feel a bit strange. So maybe I should just, and you know, reading is important, right, Lily? She thinks so. And so I think that's what I'm going to try and do. I'll check in with you later. Bye. Hope this was sort of interesting. Kind of my setup of my books. What did you think? She's like, can I sit on you, Mama? Can I sit on you? Bye. Hey everyone. So it's the first day of the 12-day calendar from Emily Cromwell. We're going to open it up and see what's inside. Ginger's Winter book card. Oh, it's Ginger, a kitty called Ginger. Okay, so it's in my hand. Oh, that's cute. I like it. I like these things. You see me use them for making little lists of things, and they're just very kind of nice paper quality and colorful and easy to use. Yes, I will put it over here with the other one from her that I've already been using. And I just do like this gingerbread envelope. I don't know what I'm going to do with it, but it's cute. So that's the first day. Okay, now we are going to settle into not this nook, but my main nook. Because this is more like an evening nook. And I think I need the other chair, but maybe I'll switch around. But at the beginning, I'm going to go over there. So wish me luck. Hey everyone, so it's the first day of the 12-day calendar from Emily Cromwell. We're going to open it up and see what's inside. Ginger's Winter book card. Oh, it's Ginger, a kitty called Ginger. Okay, so it's in my hand. Oh, that's cute. I like it. I like these things. You see me use them for making little lists of things, and they're just very kind of nice paper quality and colorful and easy to use. Yes, I will put it over here with the other one from her that I've already been using. And I just do like this gingerbread envelope. I don't know what I'm going to do with it, but it's cute. So that's the first day. Okay, now we are going to settle into not this nook, but my main nook. Because this is more like an evening nook. And I think I need the other chair, but maybe I'll switch around. But at the beginning, I'm going to go over there. So wish me luck. Lily, that is a tiny little box, but you're convinced you fit in it. Okay, fine. I guess sort of. Not really. Sort of. Not really. She loves herself a little box. Yeah. I think that's the end of this vlog. I will see you all in the next one. Good night, Lily. Silly girl. Silly girl.